Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix General 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. So, what do we do next? We need to. I put some review comments on my own review here. I think that needs to be fixed. Yeah, okay, here I made a comment. Fix options menu, close on resolution change. I see that. Fix option menu, close on resolution change. So basically here I added a skip false. Skip false. Let me find that. Oof, there are many skip false. Let me search for that. Yeah, there we go. So I was thinking maybe we don't need to add a skip false. Maybe we just need to say. Maybe we just need to say. Maybe we just need to say. Maybe we say. If we can return the group, and then we can just call skip on this group, right? Yeah. So maybe what we can do, first we move this guy here. We move this here, remove that, then we rename this to that. Then on set group, we return transition group here. Yeah. And then we remove that. Yeah, that. Then we go to set group. We remove set group. Then here we return transition group. Return transition group, and then let's do it like that. It's written like that. Okay, and then here we say skip current group. Here we remove that and that, and then here we say group, and then return that, and here we return current group. Okay, then we rename all these find group internal to find group. There we go. There we go. Then we search for find group internal, which we have now renamed already. Let me search that here. Then we remove this one. Then this private function thingy, this block we move down here. Parse window. That's not a private function, that's a public function. Let's just remove this entire bullshit block then. Okay. So everything is public now. Find group. So, and then we say set group, find group. Remove this and that. Set group. We remove the skip, and then we transition. Game transition. Skip immediate. Okay, there's a space here. Okay. Then we remove that. Then we check the colors of this guy, set group. Yeah. Then we go to, oh boy. Main menu. One of these guys. Let's search for this one. Yeah. Wasn't there a place where we called this? Hold on. Main menu. Shell. Right. Shell. Okay, let me do a file, save all. Let's remove all these things here. Extras, configure. Generates. Okay. Then we open shell util.cpp, and then here we remove the skip. We just say immediate. Immediate true. Okay, and then we what do we do next? Right, then here set group. So this now returns transition group. Transition group. And we say if transition group, then transition group skip. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see if that compiles. Now. So we have some notification here. Oof. Let's see. Wouldn't it better to change vector coord to D? As far as I can tell, the Z coordinate is irrelevant for the radar, and the hero currents are updated each frame. Try hero ike. Maybe I change it to. The position changes when the hero moves around, putting a fixed position into the vector would. The position changes when the hero moves. Putting a fixed position into the vector would paint the radar icon at a static position. Okay, so we have one compile error. Let's see what that is. Set group must return. Current group. Okay, current group. Okay. The way this is written is quite a bit overcomplicated, isn't it? Here it's doing the same stuff. It would be better if it would just wouldn't change it. Good. Let's compile that. Okay, good. Okay, let's run this one. Let's see if the options menu works correctly on resolution change. Okay, options. There we go. Okay, accept. Okay, looks good. Yep, looks good. Okay, good. Then let's push that. Let's simplify. Oof. Okay. Then let me check how that looks here. Immediate. Yeah, immediate. Maybe we should remove the scopes again to reduce the amount of diff here. So. Reduce diff. Okay. That looks a bit cleaner now. Oh, there were 3 white spaces here. Jesus. Okay. Okay. simplified that. This function now returns a pointer to the group instead. This allows to call skip when it's right afterwards manually. Good. This one here is an off-topic question, so I will hide this. This is off-topic. It should be some separate. I should ask this in Discord or so. This one is also off-topic. Good. Good. I need some lights. Okay, so what can we look at next? Is there anything outstanding that I should... Oh, we have a lot of approved things here. This one needs to be replicated still, yeah. This one is ready for merge. Good. Let me see what I can merge here. Is there such a thing as approved? Is approved? No, there's not. Maybe state approved. No. Let me search for GitHub filter approved. Can filter pull requests based on their review state. None required approved. Approved. Review approved. Aha. Review approved. Review approved. Aha. Okay, so we have a number of things approved. Let me see. This one can maybe merge at some point. The updated readme. Right, so there was one thing here. What is this branch called? Update readme. Update readme. Update readme. Update readme. Oof. This branch is so old. Okay, readme. Oof. Okay, so basically here we want to say new gameplay features, adding in-game features, adding new in-game features. New gameplay features. New gameplay. I will remove this pointer for now. Here we have white space. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, let's read this one more time here. General's game community-driven project aimed at maintaining and improving. Maintaining and improving. Maintaining. How about call it fixing? Fixing and improving, the classic RTS game. And fixing and improving implies maintenance, right? Command & Conquer Generals and Expansion 0 Hour. This repository contains the source code for both games with a primary focus on 0 Hour. Additionally, there's a separate repository for managing game assets such as graphics, localization files, such as art, localization, such as managing it, such as scripts, arts, localization. Additionally, there's a separate, it's not separate, but there's a complementary projects. Complementary project repository for managing game assets, for polishing, for fixing and improving game data and assets such as scripts, models, textures, scripts, models, textures, localization. There's a complementary project repository. There's a complementary project repository for fixing and improving game data and assets such as scripts, models, textures, localization. You can find it here and contribute to as well. Okay. The game was originally developed using Visual Studio 6 and C++, and we have updated the code to be compatible with Visual Studio. The main goal of this project is to fix critical bugs and implement improvements while maintaining compatibility with the current goal of this project is to fix critical the initial goal of the project is to fix critical bugs and implement improvements while maintaining compatibility. 0 Hour. Oh. The initial goal of this project. Initial goal of this project is to fix critical bugs and implement improvements while maintaining compatibility with the original 0 Hour version. The original Generals version 1.08 and 0 Hour version 1.04. While maintaining compatibility with the original Generals version. This is redundant information. We will break. Basically, this says the same as this. Right here it says fix critical bugs, and then here it says resolving critical bugs. Right, it's the exact same information. And it also talks about compatibility, which is already here mentioned. Compatibility. Once we can break retail compatibility, more fixes and features will be possible to implement. More fixes and features will be possible to implement. This project is in the early stages and heavily work in progress. I mean, this is again redundant information. Here's an overview of our current focus. Engine improvements, client-side features. Whatever. Running the game, run 0 hour, using this to run generals or 0 hour. Using this project, you need to have the original Command Channel 0 hour game installed. The easiest way to get it is through Command Conquer, the Ultimate Collection on Steam. Once the game is ready, download the latest version of the project from releases. Extract the necessary and follow instruction. Join a community. You can chat and discuss our Discord to get the latest updates, report bugs, and contribute to the project. Building the game yourself. We provide support with building project. For detailed build instructions, check the wiki, which also includes guides for building the Docker and blah blah. We welcome contributions to the project. If you are interested in contributing, you need to have knowledge of C++. Join the developer chat on Discord for more information on how to get started. Please make sure to read our contribution guidelines before submitting a pull request. You can also check out the wiki for more detailed documentation. This project is licensed, which also blah blah blah. Okay. I hope my edits make some sense. Good. So let me review my edits one more time. Aim to fixing and improving. Yes. Additionally, there is a complementary project repository for fixing and improving game data and assets such as scripts, models, textures, localization, scripts, models, textures, localization. I think we can add a bit more information there. Where are we? Yeah. Scripts, models, textures, audio, localization, scripts. Such as let's call it game logic, models, textures, audio, localization. What else does it contain? Game logic, GUI, AI behavior, game logic, GUI, AI, models, textures, audio, localization, game logic, GUI, AI, models. What else is there? Game patch. Yeah, so this is UI, maps, game logic, AI, maps, data. There's language, audio, scripts, localization. Yeah, I think that covers most of the things. Logic, GUI, AI, maps, models, textures, audio, localization. I don't know how to write this here. There is a complementary project repository for fixing, improving game data. Game data and assets such as this. Any scripts, GUI, any scripts, GUI. Any scripts, GUI, AI, maps, models, textures, audio localization. The initial goal of this project is to fix critical bugs and implement improvements while maintaining compatibility with the original General's version 1.8.0 version. Once you can break retail compatibility, more fixes and features will be possible to implement. Okay, maybe we should add a line break here to keep the style consistent. Like this. You can find it here. Yeah. Go, there's a fixed critic. Okay. Here's an overview. There's also there's an inconsistent use of this character here, right? Yeah. To run General 0 Hour using this project, you need to have the original Command Conquer General 0 Hour game installed. You need knowledge of C++. You need to have. Oh boy. You need. Where is it written? Need. You need to have knowledge of C++. Fixing, improving classic RTS. Additional layers complement project group for the fixing. Initially go. Okay. Clean up redundancies, small improvements. Remove clean up redundancies, mention generals, remove wrong info, small tweaks. Okay, let's see if we can push that. We can. I've removed that line. I've pushed some additional some additional cleanups for the current texts. Pushed additional cleanups for the current texts. Okay. Good. So next, make the code compile with Clang. I think here he mentioned that he still needs to do something. Let me see. Here's a list of projects that don't build. Resolve. I cannot figure out what the following errors are about. Information previously declared with non-fixed underlying type. If I take the following three enums, filter types, filter modes, out of general 0-hour code base and put them somewhere central for both projects, the errors goes away. What's wrong with that? Filter types. Filter types. Filter types. Okay, let's search for this guy. I think this means you need to forward declare an explicit type int. Use a CPP, use a CPP11 macro for it. See other enums. Okay, what's next? So this one still needs to be replicated in generals. This one still needs to be tested by Helmut for more replays. Please test the more replays. Yeah, so I will wait for that. Improve replay menu to show names of missing maps in red color. Yeah, let me refresh here if Rosjan is happy with it or not. Okay. Fix broken list box when it contains tall rows. Fix broken list box when it contains tall rows. Yeah, I think this is a pretty straightforward fix. Did we, hold on, did we replicate it in generals? Probably. Yeah. Okay. Confirm squash and merge. Okay, next. This one I haven't tested yet. I would like to test that. Clear and assert game window user data to avoid dangling pointers in memory lakes. That needs to be replicated in generals. This one needs to be replicated in general. It works as expected. Okay. They all need to be replicated, yeah. Someone goofed here. Yeah. So fixed viewport scroll speed, so it is independent of FPS. Fixed viewport scroll speed, so it is independent of FPS. Okay, let me see that thing. Fixed viewport scrolling. Fixed viewport scrolling. Okay, let's build that. It's funny that he says that this patch feels amazing and smooth. I think we have done really nothing so far. Smooth is when you have a huge battle and the performance is still amazing. And I don't think we are anywhere close to that. Because when there's too many units, everything bogs down and becomes slow. Right? But I think for starters, I think we will be happy already if it's just stable and doesn't crash, even if it runs at 5 FPS, you know? Yeah. Good. So what does this change here? A simple tweak, very minimal on the surface, but it's just to keep the initial state of the pathfinding information sets consistent between games. Okay, that sounds important, but he says minor. Initialize cell infos. First tree. Okay. Initialize a pool of pairs find cell info. Path paradigm is free. Okay, so that's just a refactor. And then what? Reinitialize path finding cell info objects so they are in a known clean state. Okay. Initialize cell info. Okay. So that's on a reset function, or what is this? What is this? Huh? Reset. Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay. Reinitialize path finding cell info objects so they are in a known clean state. Which basically cell info. So does this, he says fix. What does it fix then? Reinitialize pathfinding cell for object. Known clean state. Okay, I mean, it looks pretty innocent to me. Yeah. But then what does it do? Reinitialize. So the generals. Reinitialize pathfinding. Reinitialize information cells into a known state. Reinitialize pathfinding information cells to a known state. Just a simple tweak, very minimal on the surface, but it's just to keep the initial state consistent. It looks good. It looks good and safe. What? Hold on. I would like to see what this info array actually does. Let me see. S info array. So info array, it's a pathfind cell info. It's a pointer. Okay. Cell infos to allocate. Oh, 30,000. Okay, that's pretty huge. I see. Okay, and then go through these 30,000. M is free. True. It's free. So, okay. I would like to see. Pathfinder resets. Okay, let's go to the top of the function and let's put a pragma optimize off here. Yeah. And then we go to that function and we put a breakpoint in here. Yeah? And then we launch the game. Oh, hold on. We stop the game. We install. All right. Okay. Okay, it seems to be called multiple times. So we have the shell map running. We go to Skirmish. We start a match, okay. And now let me take a look at array info. Watch. Let me clean this up here. Okay, it's undefined. Well, that's not good. Is it part of some? Ah, I see. I see. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And we got the first free. Let me take a look at these guys. Okay. Okay, so the first free indeed is not as info array. I see. Okay, let's put here a 100. Position. Position. Cell. Zone. Okay, how about we put here 30,000? 30,000. Can we look at 30,000 elements? Oh, wow. Okay, we have 15,000. Cell. 0. Okay. Is free 1. Okay. Is free 1. It's also free. Also free. They're all free. Yeah. So do we have address sanitizer enabled? No. It's just really slow somehow. Ah, because I have some rendering here in progress. Makes everything laggy. Okay, let's select all units and just move. Yeah. That certainly will put stress on the Pathfinder. Yeah, the units have troubles moving. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, now I will exit the game. Okay, and now we take a look at these. Is free 1. Cell. Cell. Okay. sell. Pass parent equals null is free true. First free. Total cost so far. Non-clean state. Okay. I'm still like, I mean, it's, which begs the next question: why is why do they all have cells? Okay, I'm surprised that they all have cells here. M cell. Let me see. Info array. Info array. Let me take a look at the pass. Find info cell. Cell this info belongs to currently. Free. Close. Yeah. Allocate cell infos. Cell. Total cost. Cell. Cell. Zone. Okay, who is allocating those cells? Who's doing that? Here. Get a cell info. Cell. Get a cell info. Huh. First free. Get a cell info. Who's calling that? Okay, somehow it doesn't find me the correct stuff. Hello? Yeah. Allocate info. Pass. Cell. This. Cell. Debug crash. Okay, I need to understand how allocate cell infos. Okay. Okay, so delete. Okay, static. Okay, how about we put a breakpoint in here and see who allocates that thing in the core stack. Because I wonder if shouldn't we clean this up as well? I do wonder. Let's see. So, core stack. Set pos units. Allocate info. Position 5194. Allocate info. Okay. And then allocate here. Okay. Update position. Okay. Okay, so we got a bunch of hits in here. Yeah. Okay. First frame. First frame. Do we have some sort of counter, free counter? How do we give back a cell? Release a cell info. There we go. Let me do the following. I add here a static int cell info count. We start at 0. Let's make it like S static. Yeah. Okay. And then here we say plus plus that, yeah, and here we do minus minus that, yeah. Okay, let me do that. So we have like a counter. Okay, so the max count is 30,000, right? So I wonder like how much are actually used. Let's see. Let's see, reset. So let me put a watch here. So right now we have 0. No? Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, let's put a breakpoint in. Oh shit. Get a cell info. Get a cell info. Put a breakpoint in there. So the count right now is 1800, 1900, close. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it constantly requests some cells. Okay, update position. Okay. Okay, so it's around 1900, yeah? And so if we load into this match, how much do we have? 0. 0. Huh. Zero. First free. First free. First free is there. First free. The info. Yeah. It's basically the first free is just the last one that was clear. Yeah. The last one that is clear. Yeah. First free, cell info. First free is free, true. Is free, first free is free. Okay, and so he wants to initialize it to path parent as first frame. Reinitialize so they're in a non-clean state. Okay, I need some more information. Can you explain what exactly this achieves? So when we look at my expectation is that the only thing that is different between map runs is that now the order of the pathings, the parents, the way they are linked is different. I think. Let me see. So it starts at A0 to C, right? 0 to A0 to C. So as you can see, like the order is not like it's not a linear order anymore. It's like more, it's a chaotic order, right? So here it's orderly. This is well ordered because these weren't touched. I see in debugger the main effect it has is putting the cell linkage, the cell links into linear order again. But what is the what is the effective detriment? What is the effective consequence if it was shuffled, if the links were shuffled after one map run? Before calling the main effect it has is putting the cell links into linear order again. But what is the effective consequence if the links were shuffled after one map run? Would there be a performance degradation, or Yeah. So the only thing I see right now is that it puts them into the linear order again. But what is the consequence of this? It's not fixing anything. So it seems to be just a tweak. Yeah, I don't know. Reinitiate pathfinder says in a known clean state. Yeah, I'm not clear like what is the effect. I'm not opposing this change. I just would like to understand what implication it has, if it has any implication, or if it's just, I don't know, useless. Yeah. Okay. Okay. He says okay. 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 So he only says it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe he had better colors in mind. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Is this already replicated in general? If yes, then we can merge that. Now shows missing maps in red color. Yeah, blah blah blah. Map color, blah blah. Okay. Then I think we can merge this one. I think we merge it. Rebase and merge. Right. Commit. Proof. I think we can do a squash and merge on this one. Maybe. Okay. 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 Update readme. Okay, looks like he's happy with that. Good. Okay. Then I will merge this now. Update readme MD. Okay. if I thought about it, but it's already the case that the different definition all forward declarations already have. Huh. Okay. Filter types, let me look at it again. Filter types, yeah. No, this one does not, maybe. Filter modes. Filter. Search for enum. What these three enums have in common is that they are typed like so, that they are used like so. Perhaps try removing the leading enum keywords. I don't know. That's the best guess I have right now. Reset the shell system to a clean state, just as though init had been called. Shell U-tone. Shell. Um, what's the name? Fix options menu, close. Yeah. Okay. Let's build and test that. The position changes when the hero moves, putting a fixed position in the would paint the radar icon at a static position. The position is not fixed on the radar. It wouldn't be if the position is updated each frame. What? The position is not fixed. What? Okay. I suspect you test with Calc Hero codes. The Calc Hero rebuilds the vector every now and then. This change does not. Yeah, so if he tests this here, like get position and then stores it as a 2D vector in here, right? Yeah, I guess that works because this list is being cleared and rebuilt every now and then. So render object lists is called here, draw, and that will rebuild that thing. Yeah. Here with refresh rates. But that's not what we do in our change. In our change, we just have this vector and it's just being added on object register and removed on object destroy. And so there's no need to rebuild the hero positions all the time. Every now and then. I think this happens, what overlay refresh rate 6. Once this many frames, every 6 frames. Every 6 frames it rebuilds it. Yeah, and for our purposes, we don't need to rebuild it every 6 frames. Yeah. It's interesting, this kind of optimization. every 6 frames. So we could put that to like 1, and then the radar would be much smoother, right? I guess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's test this shell thingy here. Let's see. Okay, recreate the shell. Recreate the shell. Recreate shell. Good. So create the shell. Set name the shell. Huh. Set name. Okay, so reset the shell system to a clean state. Okay. Detach. Pop. Reset. Well. Let's try that then. So instead of init, we do the shell reset. Okay. Let's see. Okay, options. Let's see. Huh. That seems to work as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Seems to work. Let's load into a match though. Okay. That works. Okay, that's cool. I tested it. It works. Then I wonder if we should make this whole function part of the shell as well then. Because it mostly uses the shell stuff here, right? And then here, yeah. And so maybe... recreates, yeah. Tested that. It works. I think we can move most of the stuff actually into the shell. Tested that works. I think this then also means we can move most of the code. Most of the code of recreate shell actually into a new function in shell. Shell. Okay, cool. Yeah, then I can do that next. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, so we now have a new README. Huh? Let's see how it looks. Wow. Code Foundation build up. It looks so Linux support 100%. Yeah, it looks so complete already. Yeah, it looks so complete. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, I think I will take a break here. Then next session we can attend this change here and do the share reset. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, good. Then I hope you enjoyed. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.